friends, here I am once again with a brand new video. This time we're going to discuss about the upcoming new moon in Gemini. This is a very beautiful new moon. Lots of astrologers across the globe is already explained to us regarding this very beautiful new moon. The reason why this new moon in Gemini is very beautiful is that it doesn't have any significant negative aspects. It's sextile with Saturn, sextile with Neptune, it's trining with Pluto, it's also trining by sign. It's also sextiling by sign with Mars. So this, and not only that, Jupiter and also its depositor Mercury, Gemini, is all in the same sign, Gemini. So this is a very powerful, very blessed, very easy, very light, but also very effective new moon. So this new moon is going to happen at the 6th degree of Gemini. It will happen 26 or 27 of May, depending on where you live and on the planet. So this new moon is very beautiful, very light, very effective, incredible. I just want to make sure that all you guys know about this new moon, and let's dig deep into what effect this new moon could have with all 12 rising signs. For the first rising sign, we're going to go to Aries. This will be the most accurate if you have Aries rising, followed by Aries sun and Aries moon. For Aries rising, this new moon in Gemini will happen naturally in the 3rd house. This is the house of Gemini. So it's all about communications, new things regarding communications, new start regarding communications, also regarding your siblings, knowledge, also social media, and also people immediately around you. And of course, it's also regarding short travel and your vehicles. So there's something around the theme of the 3rd house that's going to be started or going to be initiated by you, because after all, you're an Aries. The support, the sextiles and the trines towards this new moon will happen in the 1st house, from the 1st house, you yourself, and also from the 11th house. Pluto is currently in your 11th house, Saturn and Neptune is currently in your 1st house. So those two houses will sextile, and those two houses, the energy of those two houses will sextiles and trines, and in the end support this whatever new adventure you're going to start with your new moon in Gemini in your 3rd house. So in short, for Aries rising, the new moon will happen in the 3rd house. The support will come from Saturn and Neptune in your 1st, and Pluto in Aquarius in your 11th. Okay, for the 2nd rising sign, we're going to go to Taurus. For Taurus rising, the most accurate, followed by Taurus sun and Taurus moon, this new moon in Gemini will happen in your 2nd house, about money. Money, resources, value. 2nd house is all about money. The support will come from your 12th house and also your 10th house. So Aries is Taurus rising 12th house, so Neptune and Saturn is there, so it's going to sextile this new moon in the 2nd house. But at the same time, your 10th house is also going to be activated by Pluto in Aquarius. So for this new moon for Taurus rising, something going to start or something going to initiate for you in the realm of the 2nd house, money, resources, value, maybe new money projects or new income stream. The support would come from the 12th house. 12th house is your mental health. So there's something about the way you deal with your mental health or your mental state could help you in making sure that your new initiation regarding money is going to be fruitful. And of course, Pluto and Aquarius will support this new moon in your 10th house. It's regarding career, public image, so your career will also help you making this new moon very effective for you to manifest money. So for Taurus rising, the new moon will happen in the 2nd house, the house of value, money, resources. The support will come from your Aries house, which is your 12th house, your mental health, and another support will come from a trine from Pluto and Aquarius in your 10th house, your house of career. Okay, for the next rising sign, we will go to Gemini rising. This would be accurate for those who have Gemini rising, followed by Gemini sun and Gemini moon. For those who have a Gemini rising, this new moon is all about you. You're going to be the center of attention, the center of spotlight, the center of energy for this new moon. This new moon is going to happen in your first house, so naturally it's all about you, your physical body, your aura, your appearances, the way you appear in the world. This new moon is going to infuse the energy of optimism, because Jupiter is also in Gemini. Optimism, the energy of Gemini, which is very light, which is also very joyful, which is also very social. So this new moon is about you. The support of this new moon will come from Aries, which is in your 11th house, and also from Aquarius, which is your 9th house. So whatever you want to do, whatever you want to initiate in this new moon is up to you, because it's the first house, it's you. So whatever you want to do, whatever ventures you want to initiate by using this new moon energy, it's up to you. The support will come from Pluto and Aquarius trining from the 9th house. 9th house is travel, philosophy, is the higher learning, the higher vision, the higher function of the mind. It's also about traveling. So those things could support you. And the 11th house, where Saturn and Neptune, Aries, is also going to support you by a sextile. So your friends, your networks, social media even will help you to inspire, will give you some inspiration in regards to what you want to initiate with the energy of this new moon. So for Gemini rising, this new moon is all about you. The support will come from the 11th house and also the 9th house. For the fourth sign, we will go to Cancer rising. This would be the most accurate for Cancer rising, followed by Cancer sun and Cancer moon. For Cancer rising, this new moon in Gemini will happen in your 12th house. 12th house is it's not the house where you typically could associate with something tangible. It is the house of the hidden. This is the house of spirituality, but mainly this is the house of your mental health. Everything is hidden here. So this is about your mental health. Yes, 12th house is also isolation, hospitals. It's also the house where the connection or the veil between the material world and the other dimensions can be found. So mainly when it comes to this new moon in Gemini, because Gemini is a very cerebral sign, so the emphasis will be more on your mental health. So there's something, maybe new regimen regarding your mental health, or maybe a new effort that you want to put in to make sure that you have a solid mental function. That's why new moon in 12th house. When it comes to solid mental function, this new moon is going to be supported by Saturn in your 10th house and Neptune in your 10th house. And also this new moon is also going to be supported by Pluto and Aquarius in your 8th house. Bear in mind that the 8th house is also about your psychology, your subconscious. It's also about things that connected to mental health. So 12th house, 8th house are going to be activated by this new moon, and also support will come from your 10th house of career. So maybe 10th house and 12th house, even though it is sextile each other, you may not immediately connect those two houses. But the 10th house, where Saturn and Neptune is, your Aries house, is going to support this new moon in the 12th house. So your mental health is going to be supported by something regarding your career or regarding your public image. So something going to happen in your career that will help you to initiate something good and healthy for your mental health. Not to mention, Pluto and Aquarius is also trining this new moon from the 8th house. So transformation, some big transformation could also help you to solidify something regarding this new moon in Gemini. So for my Cancer risings friends, this new moon will happen in your 12th house. Support will come from Aries in the 10th and Aquarius, which is your 8th house. Okay, let's go to the next sign, which is Leo rising. This would be most accurate for those who have Leo rising, followed by Leo sun and also Leo moon. For Leo rising, this new moon in Gemini will happen in your 11th house. This is about friendship, new connections, new social media account maybe, or new social media initiatives. It's also about networking. It's also about a group of large of people. So this new moon is going to help you to connect to more people. New moon in Gemini for Leo rising. The support will come from your Aries house, which is your ninth house, and also will come from your Aquarius house, which is your seventh house. So the ninth house is about traveling, it's about foreign lands, it's about your philosophy, higher learning, higher education. Is also about the father, because the ninth house often associated with the father. And also the seventh house, another support will come from the seventh house. Seventh house is your relationship, your partnership, your marriage. Is also about contracts. If you're a trader, this is your consumers. If you're someone that do things in a creative world, this is your audience. This is also the house regarding that related to business partnerships. So partnership and also adventure and traveling will support you in your new initiative in your 11th house, which is friendship, and also about new networking. Maybe for Leo rising, you're trying to create a new connection, a new friendship, or new networks, and then you find inspiration or you find support in traveling. Maybe you will find a new friend while you were traveling, 9th house. Or you will find a new connection through your 7th house, business partnership, if you have a business or if you want to start a business. So when it comes to Leo rising, this new moon in Gemini will activate your 11th house, and the support will come from your Aries house, which is the 9th house, and your Aquarius house, which is your 7th house. Okay, let's go to the next sign. This time we will go to Virgo rising. This would be accurate for those who have a Virgo rising, followed by Virgo sun or Virgo moon. For Virgo rising, this new moon in Gemini will highlight your 10th house. This is all about career, anything that has to do with your work, your career, your office, and also anything that has to do with your public image. So there's something there's something new or something major that's going to initiate towards your career goals, because not only the new moon is happening in your 10th house, Gemini, remember, the new moon dispositor Mercury is also in the 10th house. It also happens to be your chart ruler, and also Jupiter is still in your 10th house. So something major is going to start regarding your career with this new moon in Gemini. The support will come from your 8th house, where Aries is, Saturn and Neptune is currently in your transiting in your 8th house. Support from your 8th house, transformation. Another support will also come from the 6th house, where Aquarius, where Pluto is in. So two of the three earth houses, 10 and 6, will be activated by this new moon. The 6 is the house of work, details, house of daily routines, house of health, pets. This is where the details or the day-to-day effort of your career will be displayed to you, or this is where the explanation or the details regarding your career or your 10th house is going to be exposed for you to tweak, because the 6th house is the house of tweaking. So career will be activated by this new moon in Gemini, supported by your 6th house, where Pluto is in. Remember, Pluto is intensity, transformation. There's going to be intensity and transformation in your daily routines or daily work that will support your long-term goals, which is your career in the 10th house. Another support will also come from sextile with Saturn and also Neptune in your 8th house in Aries. Remember, Saturn is long-term. So whatever you're going to start in terms of your career with this new moon, Saturn will give its blessings, and it will last a long time. But you must do the action towards it to make it long term. Thankfully, Saturn and Neptune is in your 8th house, also the house of transformation, so you can transform that long-term, step-by-step energy of Saturn to your advantage with this new moon in Gemini in your 10th house. So for my Virgo rising friends, this new moon will activate your 10th house, and support will come from your 8th house and also your 6th house. Okay, let's go to the next sign. Right now we will go to Libra rising. This would be accurate for Libra rising, followed by Libra sun and Libra moon. For Libra rising, this new moon in Gemini will happen in your 9th house. This is a good place. The 9th house is all about adventures, it's all about philosophy, it's all about traveling. It's also the house of religion, the house of the house of publication. If you want to be a writer, this is also the house of foreign lands, foreign things. This is also the house of higher learning, higher minds. So this is basically one of the 2 lucky houses, together with the 5th. This new moon is going to bring you blessings, as simple as that. Going to bring you new adventures, new travel perhaps, so a new expansion in your mind. This is the new moon in Gemini energy in the 9th house. The support will come from your 7th and your 5th. The 7th house is your Aries house. Saturn and Neptune has just crossed to your 7th house, your partnership. Your partner may be supporting you on this new venture with new moon in Gemini in your 9th, and also another support will come from your 5th house. 5th house is the house of fun, happiness, romance, children. Is also the house of your creativity. It's also the house of entrepreneurship and the house of gambling. So if you want to start something regarding 9th house, but it has some entrepreneurial dimensions to it, then Pluto and Aquarius in your 5th house will going to support it. So for Libra rising, this new moon is going to start something in your 9th house with support of your 7th house in Aries and also your 5th house in Aquarius. Okay, let's go to the next sign. The next sign we will go to Scorpio rising. Scorpio rising will be the most accurate, followed by Scorpio sun and also Scorpio moon. For Scorpio rising friends, this new moon in Gemini will activate your 8th house. This is the house of transformation. This is the house that originally ruled by Scorpio. This is basically the house that's originally ruled by you. So Scorpio and transformations, the same thing. So this new moon in Gemini will trigger you to transform something in your life for the better. Why? Because it will be supported by Saturn and Neptune in your 6th house, the house of daily chores, the house of service, the house of health, also the house of daily details, and also it will be supported by Pluto in Aquarius in your 4th house. 4th house is your family, your home, your properties, your mother, your emotional foundation. So for my Scorpio rising, new moon in Gemini will activate your 8th house. There's something psychologically deep within you that you need to transform for the better, because this new moon is asking you to start something, because it is starting in the house of transformation. You need to transform. But also the 8th house is not only transformation, it's the house of shared resources, other people's money, investments. So maybe you will start something regarding investments, right? And the support will come from your 6th house, the daily details or the details. Maybe you need to research for the details of that investments that you're going to make, 6th house, right? And also Pluto and Aquarius will support your new ventures from your home. Maybe your family will support it, maybe your mother will support it, or maybe there's something regarding your property that will help you with this new investment. If it turns out that you want to start something regarding investments, because 8th house is investments. So this new moon for Scorpio rising will activate your 8th house. Support will come from the 6th and also the 4th. Okay, let's go to the next sign. We will go to the 9th sign, which is Sagittarius. This will be accurate for those who have Sagittarius rising, followed by Sagittarius sun and then Sagittarius moon. For Sagittarius rising, this new moon in Gemini will activate your 7th house. This is about brand new partnership, whether it's romantic, whether it's serious, whether it's business partnership. The support will come from your 5th house, which is your Aries house. Saturn and Neptune is there. And another support will come from Pluto and Aquarius, which is your 3rd house, the house of communication. So because for Sagittarius rising, Aquarius is your 3rd house, because Sagittarius, the 1st house, Capricorn, the 2nd house, and Aquarius, the 3rd house. So for Sagittarius rising, you could meet someone where you finally could end up tying the knot with, or you could meet your new partnership regarding business because of this new moon, because this new moon energy will activate your 7th house, the house of partnership. This is also the house of contracts. Maybe you will sign a new contract that will be beneficial to you, because the aspects and the energy of this new moon is very positive. The support for this new moon for you, Sagittarius rising, will come from your 5th house, your Aries house. The 5th house is your creativity, is your hobbies, is the things that makes you happy. This is also your children. This is the house of entrepreneurship. So if you want to start something regarding business, 7th house with this new moon, this a supporting energy is available from the fifth house, the house of entrepreneurship, and Saturn is there. Saturn will make things tangible long term, and also will make you scrutinize the detail. So it could be very positive for you if you trying to manifest something regarding business. Not only that, another support will come from a trine from the third house. Third house is also the house of communication, where Pluto is there. And Aquarius, Pluto is also details. So it's the house of communication, skills, knowledge. Is also the house where that is connected also to contracts, to business, because this is a house of knowledge. So if you want to start a business, this is very good for you. So for my Sagittarius rising, your seventh house is going to be activated, house of partnership. It is also going to be supported by your fifth house, the house of creativity and entrepreneurship and fun, and also supported by the third house, where Pluto is in, and Aquarius, the house of communication, skills, and also knowledge. Okay, let's go to the next sign, which is Capricorn. This will be accurate for those who have Capricorn rising, followed by Capricorn sun, and also Capricorn moon. Okay, for Capricorn rising, this new moon in Gemini will activate your sixth house. This is the house of work, daily chores, daily activities, pets, and also your health. So there's something that's going to start regarding maybe your health, new health regimen, maybe regarding your work, maybe regarding your day-to-day activities. Maybe there's something around you that you need to fix, because this is the house of fixing things. So something is going to start there. The support will come from your fourth house and also your second house. The second house, where Aquarius is, Pluto is there, so money will going to support you, or at least value or resources is there for you to tap in, in order for you to start something in your sixth house. And also another support will come from your fourth house, Aries, because for Capricorn rising, Aries is your fourth house. Saturn and Neptune is there transiting in your fourth house, so your family could support this. Maybe properties will support this new ventures that you have in sixth house matters, or maybe your mother will support you, or maybe basically your emotional foundation, because the fourth house is also your emotional foundation. Emotionally, you're ready for whatever it is in the sixth house that you're going to start. So for Capricorn rising, the sixth house will be activated with this new moon. Support will come from your fourth house, and also for your from your second house, where Pluto is in. So resources and family will support you in whatever new ventures you're going to start in your sixth house. Sixth house is your work, day-to-day activities, your details, your service, and also your health and your pets. Okay, let's go to the 11th sign. Now we're going to go to Aquarius rising, which is going to be the most accurate, followed by Aquarius sun and also Aquarius moon. For Aquarius rising, this new moon in Gemini will activate your fifth house. This is a lucky house together with the ninth house. Sometimes the 11th house could also be considered as a lucky house, but for me, traditionally, I think the lucky house is the 9th and the 5th. So new moon in Gemini will activate your fifth house for you, Aquarius rising. Fifth house is children, creativity. It's also the house of fun, romance, love. It's also the house of gambling. This is the house of the inner child, house of happiness. And this is the house where you basically just be yourself. And also this is the house of entrepreneurship, if you want to be an entrepreneur. So this house is going to be activated by this new moon. The support will come from the third house, your Aries house, because for Aquarius rising, Aries is your third. And also another support will come from you, actually, because Pluto is currently in the first house, you. So whatever decision you're going to make regarding this new moon in your fifth house, Gemini, it's going to be positive, because it is positively aspected by you, and also the fifth house and also the third house. The third house is where Aries is in, Saturn and Neptune is currently there. It's going to also be supporting of your new ventures in your fifth house. So the third house is the house of communications, skills, knowledge. It's the house of vehicles, the house of people that immediately surround you. It's also the house of your siblings. So those things could support you in whatever ventures that you want to do. For example, you want to start a new hobby. Hobby is the fifth house. New moon in Gemini in your fifth house, new hobbies. Your siblings might support you, or your vehicles might support you in your new ventures or in your new hobbies. Maybe in order for you to do that new hobbies that you want to do, you need a vehicle. So third house. Maybe it could support you. Not only that, the first house, you yourself is going to make a decision whether you want to manifest this new moon energy or not, because the first house is you. So whatever your decision regarding this new moon manifestation, it's going to be good. It's going to be positive. So for my Aquarius rising, Pluto in the first house, you going to support this. Your third house is going to support this, and the new moon is going to happen in your fifth house. Okay, let's go to the last sign. The last sign we will go to Pisces rising. This will be accurate for those who have a Pisces rising, followed by Pisces sun and also Pisces moon. For Pisces rising, this new moon in Gemini will activate your fourth house. This is about family. This is about properties. This is about your emotional foundations. This is about your home. So there's something in your home, in your family, that's going to start or that's going to initiate with this new moon in Gemini. The support will come from your second house, which is Aries. Saturn and Neptune is there, and also another support will come from your 12th house, Aquarius. Pluto is there. So 12th house, Pluto and Aquarius for your Pisces rising. Pluto is your sorry. Pluto is activating your 12th house, mental health, while another support, which is Aries, Saturn and Neptune, will be activating your second house, the house of money and resources and also value. So whatever that you're going to start in realm of the fourth house, maybe you're going to start maybe you're going to have a new family member, right? New things in the house that represents family. Maybe you're going to have a new family member. The second house is supporting it. Money. Maybe you have enough money to support that new family member. The second support will come from your 12th house, mental health. Maybe your mind or your mental state is ready for you to support this new family member, new things that come in your fourth house. That's just the example, but the detail of this manifestation of this new moon will depend on your personal chart, but the general rule is that this new moon is going to happen in your fourth house, family, home, emotional foundation, your mother also. Something's going to start in that realm, and support will come from the second house, your Aries house, and also your 12th house, your Aquarius house. So for Pisces rising, fourth house activated and supported by the second and also the 12th house.